Headmaster, colleagues, students, good morning. Today I'm going to talk a place called Tongyan Sanchuan, Tongyan Sanchuan. The name itself is quite misleading because it is not a village. It's the name of a place located very near the Yuen Long downtown, but it's a very quiet neighborhood. I have been living in the north part of this place for about 9 months, and I found this place is very interesting. So I'm going to tell you some of the attractions of this place, and perhaps if you have time in the summer holidays, you may like to pay a visit to this place. This place is called the Pingshan House, Pingshan Lou. It's built in the early 20th century, and for some time it was used by the colonial government for surveying purpose. About 20 years ago, the place was turned into a halfway house. Every day I see many people, males and females of different ages, coming in and coming out of the place. Originally, I do not know who they are, so out of curiosity, I Googled the place, and then I found that it's a place, a halfway house for the mental patients. And I meet these people every day, especially I walk my dogs up to their surrounding. The people I meet, they are very friendly, they are nice and kind people, and they do not make a noise when they pass me by. And I think these people, they do not make any disturbance to the neighborhood. So far, I have never heard any complaints about the behavior of them. So I think this place, we should respect the people there, and most of them, they are in the process of rehabilitation. And if we treat these people like ordinary people, I believe that they could rebuild their confidence. And anyway, having these people around is part of my life here in this place. As you can see, the gate of the building is always open, and they welcome visitors to pay a visit at any time they like to talk to the mental patients, to share the experiences. Sorry for being too fast. About 20 meters away from my apartment, I see a grave. Graves are the second attraction of the place to me, because there are graves everywhere, okay? But this one is quite special because on important days, there are many visitors. They are the worshippers. They come over to pay tribute, to pay respect to someone buried underground. But as you look at the stone plate, you can hardly find any word. So I do not know who is buried underground, and what was the purpose of having so many people on the Qingming and Chongyang Festival to come over here. Some people tell me that this person must be a person of great importance in the past. And the people here, they are not very kind, okay? Whenever I see them, they do not look like kind people. And some people tell me that they are people of important local influence, okay? So if you are interested in studying graves, then you can find there are plenty of them for your studies. Most of them, they are located at the bottom of the hills. Some of them, they are very near the roadsides. So it's very convenient for you to do some studies about the local graves. They are of different characteristics, okay? But some of them tend to be very ugly. At night, the atmosphere sometimes is very scary, okay? So when I see there are so many graves around and the residents nearby, they don't seem to have so many complaints about the situation, okay? So I begin to think that today many people, they are opposing to have public columbariums building around them. And even though the government has promised that these new columbariums will be very beautiful to keep the ashes of the dead, but they are still in such strong opposition. So perhaps they can come over to have a tour of the graves here, and then they will change their mind because they will find the people here are more tolerant of those relatively ugly-looking graves nearby. Okay, the two things I mentioned above, of course, cannot explain why I like to live in this place, okay? I like to live in this place because of some animals. Here you see the once prosperous rural economic activities of the region. But today they are both dead out. Okay, we do not see any pig farms, and this vegetable market has been closed for a long, long time. So today this place is a gathering ground, a public square for the dogs and cats. Unfortunately, when I took the pictures of this place, there were no cats or dogs around. Okay, I like to take the pictures of the cats and dogs in the region. They could be seen anywhere, resting, playing, eating, sleeping on the streets, obstructing traffic from time to time. For example, these dogs, they are absolutely stray dogs. They do not have any masters. So especially they like to come out at night. They would like to play some games. They would go to the rubbish collection ponds to find food. Sometimes there are some good-hearted people who would come and put down some food for the cats and dogs. For most of the time, they have to live a life on their own. They have to find the food themselves. Here you see they are searching for the food. But unfortunately, on that night, they could not find anything. Okay, so after a while, they walk away. This type of dog, they are the semi-stray dog. They are supposed to have masters, they are supposed to have owners, but they are not being taken care of by their masters. So for most of the time, they have to fool around the region, leading a very independent and separate life. The cats, they are quite shy. Every time when I approach them, they will run away immediately, okay? But some of them, they are still quite calm. They ignored me, and when I take the pictures, they simply pretend not seeing me. And cats, are everywhere in this Tongyan Central. Sometimes I can see a group of cats more than 15. And this cat, it is living inside some CLP building. And when I look at the inside last night, I found more than 10 cats inside. They seem to enjoy their life inside very much because there is no staff of the CLP staying behind at night. So it's a paradise of the cats themselves. I especially love this dog. Okay, this dog has a very special character, possessing some sort of very critical and independent mind. He does not care about the other dogs. Okay, he is always playing around himself, looking for food himself. He does not have any friends at all. But he is very healthy. And I believe that the dogs and cats here are quite healthy because every time when they feel uncomfortable, they can go up to the jungles and the small hills to look for some herbs or some plants to eat. That's why they stay healthy most of the time. Okay, this is the final pair of dogs I want you to know. This pair of dogs, they are very interesting creatures because they will not take action alone. Every time when they appear, they are in pairs. And the most favorite hobby of this pair of dogs is to bully the cats. They like to chase behind the cats, making fun of the weak cats to make themselves feeling good, feeling strong. Okay? So my conclusion is, in this place, Tongyan Central, the dogs and the cats, they lead their own lives without being disturbed by human beings. And the residents nearby, they have never lodged any complaints to the relevant government department to take actions against them. So they can coexist with human beings together in this place. And I hope this situation will carry on. So perhaps you may know the theme of my today's sharing is about tolerance, tolerating the mental patients, tolerating the unwanted landscape around, and tolerating the wild dogs and cats because they deserve a living space. Thank you.